Hi, it's Linda Rayner, career strategist and creator of Stand Out and Get Hired, guiding you to pursue the career that you're meant to do. So in today's video, I want to talk to you about the topic of authenticity and not caring about what other people think, especially when it comes to making your own career choices. So if you're someone who wants to have a meaningful and fulfilling career, one that you're excited to get up for every morning, then you definitely want to pay attention to this video and the tips I have to share. So why is it important to be authentic when it comes to your career? Well, I mentioned the first reason, and that is to have a meaningful, fulfilling, and exciting career that you actually want to get up for every morning. That's the obvious reason. The second reason is so that eventually you don't ever have the regret of not going after the career that you really wanted to do. So Bronnie Ware is the author of the book, The Top Regrets of the Dying, and she was a former palliative care nurse where she looked after patients who were in their last 12 weeks before death. And she had a lot of interactions and conversations with these patients, and the number one regret was, I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself and not the life others expected of me. We don't ever want to one day be on our deathbeds and literally tell ourselves, I wish I didn't listen to what other people expected of me and just listen to myself. This is the time, this is the opportunity for you to start listening to yourself. And the way to do that is be more of your authentic self, and I'll guide you through that. All right, so here are 6 reminders that I've come up with for myself that work for me that will also hopefully help you to stay grounded and authentic on a daily basis. Reminder number 1. Tell yourself, I have preferences and I'm not afraid to embrace them. So for me, for example, if there's something that I don't agree with or I don't like, then I'm not going to pretend that I do agree with it or that I do like it. And if there's something that I really like or that I prefer or that I'm excited about, then I'll show enthusiasm towards it. And if I'm indifferent towards something, then I'll be indifferent. I'm not afraid to express my feelings. What I'm promoting is to not suppress your feelings, just be completely honest and transparent with who you are. You don't really have to hide that. People are going to be attracted to you in your career, in your business, because of the fact that you're naturally authentic, because of the fact that you're honest and you're genuine. And that's what you have to hold on to. On top of that, it's important to know what your preferences are, meaning what you like, what you don't like, because if you don't have any idea, then you're never going to find a career that matches what you truly, genuinely want. So get clear on what your preferences are and embrace them and express them freely. Reminder number 2, tell yourself, I listen to my gut. Trusting in that inner voice, that intuition of yours is actually vital in order to have an authentic career. I know that that's true for myself because whenever you're faced with a decision to make, a choice that you have to make, if it's to switch into another industry or if it's to start your own business and you're not sure of how to do it or what steps to take next, listening to that inner voice will give you the answer, and I know that it's worked for me. So for example, whenever I'm faced with a decision to make in my business, I need to really process it. What I'll do is I'll set aside some quiet reflection time. So I'll grab a journal, grab a piece of paper, and literally I'll just start writing down the ideas, the thoughts, the feelings that I have regarding this specific decision that I have to make. So, it's about really allowing yourself the opportunity to process how you're feeling and really to understand what it is that you really want. And from there, the right choices will be made and the decisions will come. So as long as you can learn to tap into that gut feeling, that inner voice of yours, then you know that your authentic career is really within reach because you're taking the right steps to getting towards it. Reminder number 3, tell yourself, I set boundaries. Having boundaries means that you're aware of your own energy and your own energetic space. And it also means that you value your energy and you're not willing to drain yourself by constantly giving to others. In order to even have the energy to be authentic with yourself and with other people, you need to be aware of your own energy. You need to know how you're using it. So if you're constantly saying yes and you're constantly giving without even thinking of yourself in return, then you're absolutely going to be drained. And that means that you're going to have nothing left, no piece of energy left in order to be true to who you are and give yourself what you need. So it's extremely important to set and declare boundaries, and you communicate that that with those around you. And you're not doing this in an aggressive, pushy, bossy way. It's not what I'm advocating. It's all about honing in on your own inner power and being true to yourself and knowing what you can handle and what you can't. And I know that this will be really key in helping you to develop and find and create the authentic career that you're looking for. Reminder number 4, tell yourself, I know what I want. When someone asks you, what do you want in your ideal life or career? A lot of you may say, well, the easy answer is, I don't know what I really want. And sometimes people use that as a cop-out. You may use that because you really don't know and therefore you just want to end the conversation, so you'll say, I don't know. But if you keep using that as your reply to what do you really want in your life, guess what? You're never going to know. You're never going to figure it out. So think of it this way. Imagine that you were stranded in the middle of the ocean and there were 2 lifeboats that you had to get on. There was the I don't know boat and there's the I'm going to figure it out boat. The I don't know boat literally just spins in circles, goes round and round in the middle of the ocean, and then the I'll figure it out boat actually heads somewhere. It doesn't know where it's going to go. It doesn't have a full map. It doesn't have a full journey steps laid out. However, it is willing to move. It's willing to move forward and it's willing to figure it out. It's willing to go somewhere. So which boat do you really want to be on? Honestly, where are you sitting at right now? And if you tell yourself, you know what, I want to get on that I want to figure it out boat, then that's great. So once you're in that boat, then now ask yourself, what is one thing, and that's it, just one thing that you know you want from your ideal career or life? What do you want? If it's to say, I know I want to work for myself, or if it's to say, I know I want to be part of a great team, or if it's to be part of a bigger social cause, a bigger purpose, then great. That's your first hint. Be the investigator. Take that first clue and start working with it. And then start taking the steps as you're on that boat to keep moving forward and keep heading into the direction of where you eventually will want to be. And you need to start telling yourself, you know what, I do know what I want. It's just I don't have the full picture, but I know bits and increments of it, and I'll start to piece the puzzle together. I'm willing to take it one step at a time. Reminder number 5, tell yourself, I have fears and I express them. We all have fears. When it comes to this, instead of allowing those fears to really live and possess you and overtake your entire life choices, it's time to really put them down on paper. And when you can actually write them down as plain and simple as they are, you'll realize that fears are nothing other than just scary thoughts that you've allowed yourself to believe. Because when you can acknowledge and understand your own fears, you can understand other people's fears. Because truthfully, as humans, we all have very similar fears. They may look slightly different in shape or form, but the underlying reason for why they exist is the same. And so when you can connect with other people from that point of view, that's only gonna help people to connect with you better, and you are able to understand others as well. And that will hopefully help you with building that business and career that you will absolutely love. Which leads us into our final reminder, number 6. I am willing to discover and let go of useless thoughts or beliefs and embrace ones that serve me and lift me up. You need to realize and acknowledge that you are constantly evolving and you're constantly changing, and that you're open to constantly evolving and changing at the same time. And if you can start to acknowledge the useless thoughts that sometimes run in your head that are stopping you from going after what you really want, and replacing them with more uplifting thoughts and more encouraging thoughts, and really being motivated and positive about your journey, that's part of the process of becoming authentic, part of the process of being genuine and being honest with who you are and with yourself and with others. So now I have a question for you. Out of all the 6 reminders, which one really resonated with you and how? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to see your responses. And if you liked this video and you want to get more tips on how to have an authentic career, then feel free to head over to lindaraynor.com, scroll down to the bottom of the webpage, and enter your name and email. And from there, you'll get emails from me that will have tips and advice on how to be more authentic within your career and in your business. So if you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.